with the Duncannuva, and today we are going to be continuing on with the adventures of Katusha and my modded walkthrough PS4. With some bad news to talk. For folks who are fans of the Pokemon series, well, yeah. Cool, I don't give a shit. Unfortunately, for a lot of people, a lot of people have been, bitching, moaning, complaining about. For folks who don't know, Fallout. Shush. Pokemon Shield and Sword is scheduled to release this week. From acclaimed developers such as Game Freak. Unfortunately for a lot of people, it is also the game that has torn the thing in two. Now, I'm going to offer my own 2 cents, because it's actually pretty important that I get what I have to say off. Pokemon Shield and Sword, the new game's coming out on the Switch. Everybody knows this. You're like, oh, hey, it's out on the Switch. We don't know what the Switch is able to handle, quite well.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You want to come with me, pal?
So, so here's the thing. Like, they don't remove anything. We get all of the things from, Come on, you coming, companion? Go. Yeah, you might be stuck. Anyway, that's the thing. They released the game. They didn't remove anything. We get Pokemon fully, full there. Like everyone's got, their favorite game released. And it immediately destroys every Switch it plays in because it's overloading the Switch's internal computers and causing the Switch to basically self-destruct. Which, compared to removing some Pokemon, removing some of the abilities, including the National Dex, means, oh shit, a little thing's been sacrificed, but what would you much rather pay? Would you much rather pay several $100s to get another Switch? Or would you much rather pay, some features being removed? That's something like a lot of people go, oh, Nintendo shouldn't remove this game, Nintendo shouldn't remove that game, Nintendo shouldn't have removed this thing from it, or that thing from it. It's Nintendo, first of all, it's Nintendo's fucking IP. They can do whatever the fuck they want with it. Let's let the spaceship go. If they want to remove every single fucking Pokemon, they fucking can.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
Yes. If Nintendo wanted to one day, then they wake up, the head of Nintendo wakes up tomorrow and says Pokemon's cancelled, and there'll be no future Pokemon games, they can do that. It's their fucking IP. They own it. They can do whatever the fuck they want with it. You know what we can do?
Don't move. I'm in. Bring that to me.
You know what we can do? As consumers of it? Shut the fuck up about it. Yes, Bethesda and Fallout have all, Bethesda's Fallout 76, Pokemon Shield and Sword. Shit like that isn't good. But it doesn't need the damn shit we keep giving it. We don't need to keep attacking Bethesda over the failure of communication. We don't need to attack Nintendo over looking out for people. No, because the moment you do, the moment you look like a fucking 3-year-old. And that is what I see people who bitch about it on Facebook, who bitch about it on, you know, YouTube, who bitch about it on Twitter, say fuck you, Game Freak, who say send death threats. You don't look like a fucking, you know, 20 or whatever year old. You're a fucking 3-year-old. And you'll be treated as such. Because frankly, this behavior...
I heard you. Let's just stay calm.
You're not doing yourself any fucking favors. You're not making anyone impressed. And I don't give a shit that... Some loot. That, you know... Oh, my favorite Pokemon's been removed.
Someone there? Another one bites the dust.
The person is an infatuation with this wall. But as we're saying, you don't send death threats to a company. Especially not this day and age, when idiots are actually probably gonna go and do it. Oh hey, I know what's gonna happen. My mate Jason went and shot up the, let's say, like 2... It's basically gotten to the point where it is... If you're a fan of these games, you are just gonna be... That was even the fucking point. And the radar tuned. Thank you for dying, sir. Sorry you had to die. But like I said, you're also making the whole situation... You're welcome. For people who've been fans of said franchise... basically not want to be fans of franchise.
Man, I don't know who you are, but just
Preston Gravy, you're an amazing man.
Preston Garden, Commonwealth Minute.
Glad to help. Please.
I kind of wish I
go
could
on.
change voice actors.
Sorry. Sounds really rough. One good idea can make all the difference.
Oh yeah, the
There's a
slab
crashed vertibird up on the
on the
roof.
roof.
Old school.
I know that Sturgis is a synth.
This
is just like-
seriously sweet.
And if you hear background noise, it is my brother Nightcat Gaming, who is making himself a sandwich.
I like it.
No. But yeah, basically,
Minigun.
I am looking forward to seeing what Shield and Sword has to offer, because it's set in a new region. It's going to look amazing. It's going to play really well. And frankly, I don't give a shit if not all the Pokemon are going to be in there.
It can be powered up.
I'd much rather have whatever new Pokemon they'd give, you know, whatever else they've got in there,
Look, I fixed it.
over the fact of, you know, 400 or 800 odd Pokemon. I'd much rather have a functioning game than a game that destroys my Switch.
We're set.
Especially my friend's Switch, because if he buys it and destroys itself, I'd be buying him a new one.
Also, I have to say this.
Go ahead.
Yeah, bingo.
Apple Dragon.
Yeah, it's an Apple Dragon, man. Jeez. Well, some of these new Pokemon, like, talking about them, I am loving Exterminental. He looks fucking amazing. I mean, frankly, I also do like the fact that some of the older Pokemon are starting to get forms. Farfetch'd is finally getting an evolution. Everybody's like, Farfetch'd needs an evolution since Gen 1. Gen 5. We can fix that. You know, like the meme where it has Larry the Cucumber and shit. You know, Larry the Cucumber with the 2 asparagus behind him. Allow us to introduce ourselves. And then, like, you know, the Cowboy Bebop thing, like, it's time to get this party started. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing what Surfetch does. Galarian Ponytail, like, what? Oh, no, mate.
It's fluffy and I want 200.
And then, of course, let's not forget,
Boss, we got somebody up here.
Galarian fucking Wheezing. Yeah, Mask is getting a new form. Yeah, I mean, it's already been out. It's already out, you know. Well, it depends on if or not I won through a group down here in New Zealand. There's a store called Mighty, and what they'll do is they'll sometimes run things like, oh hey, this game's releasing within a week. Enter now to try to win a copy. I've entered a copy to win Shield because I can't. Which one has Jamu, the Komodo line? It's one of the two. I mean, I'm not really too fussed on Surf Etched. I've never really cared enough. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm excited that he's getting an evolution, just, ugh. I just killed the difficult before he can even do anything. But, yeah, like I'm saying, I don't give a shit at the moment, like, what Pokemon Shield and Sword have had to sacrifice. You know, people are always have bitched about Pokemon games, like, at the end of the day, sit down and shut the fuck up. Basically. Like, you don't get permission to bitch anymore, at all. Because you're probably also the same fuckers who bitched about Shield and Sword, Sun and Moon, Diamond and Pearl, Mega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Like, oh, but the reason we like those games now is because they actually have all the Pokemon. Fuck all the Pokemon. Allow me to be frank and let me be blunt as all hell. Shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. You know, if you're gonna turn on your people because you're not gonna get your way, and not like a 3-year-old, you can fuck off. Frankly, is that because nobody gives a shit about you anymore. Nobody cares about you anymore. I don't give a shit if I sound blunt, if I sound mean, or if I sound heartless. Because frankly, I've gotten to the point where I'm sick and tired of seeing fans of a franchise, you know, something goes wrong, they don't do something. Instead of, you know, understanding, oh, shit happens, shit goes wrong, you know, you fucked up, and saying, oi, look, you fucked up with this, you kind of need to stop and fix it. No, instead they're bitching on it like, oh, this is the death of Bethesda, oh, this is the death of XYZ.
That was a pretty amazing display.
Okay.
I'm just glad you won.
That's unfortunately the downside with things like Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr. You know, oh, let me take a completion of all the things that have happened to me and prove to you why this game is worse, why this game is better.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well,
All right, Garvey. I'm in. Please
and
tell me.
one of the things that a lot of people often say, like, hey, Duncan, am I going to play Outer Worlds? No, fuck off. I said yesterday that I was probably going to play it. Yeah, I'm probably going to. But that's going to be years in the future.
Right? Please, Mama Murphy.
I'm not talking about like, oh yeah, I'm going to go tomorrow and pick up a copy of Outer Worlds. Fuck off. No, what I'm talking about is years in the future, like 10 or 20 years. Because I'm pissed off at the Obsidian bitches who kneel down and suck Obsidian off because they make, apparently they make good games and know what a true RPG is. I'm sorry, I played Fallout New Vegas. I found that game as boring as shit. I'm gonna overhype this. Yeah, fuck off. Take your game and shove it up your rear end because it's not as good as Fallout 3. And I stand by that statement, and I always will. Fallout 3, best fucking Fallout game we've gotten. Fallout 4 had its problems, yes. Fallout 76 has its problems, a lot of them, of which I would need a whole nother hour to talk about. I don't really want to talk about 76 because we all know what happened with 76. Bethesda didn't have communication. Good. Fallout New Vegas was boring as shit. And I've explained that yesterday. do tune into the yesterday's Fallout and Chill stream. That's what I'm going to be calling these from now on. They're just going to be Fallout and Chill. If I have any interesting topics to talk about, I'll put the topics in the title. So I'll probably go and edit this title later, and it'll be Fallout and Chill too. But I'm thinking of doing this as a weekly product where I just play a Fallout game that I feel like playing. You won't be seeing anything from Xbox One or 360 because I don't have the ability to record YouTube software for 360 or Xbox One for reasons. I've also got my cat in front of me. Hello, cat. I'm also feeling very, very sick at the moment. I do have a song that I want to do later. She too young, lump. She too young. And also, if you hear quacking in the background, that is the ducks that my folks own.
Over here.
Yep.
How you doing, buddy? Going home now.
In terms of Sanctuary Hills, because I want to keep, dog meat safe. Anyway, I was saying, it happens, and I frankly am a lot of Fallout fans, the true Fallout fans, Pokemon fans, just sick of it. You know, you can voice your discontent. I've got nothing wrong with you voicing your discontent. But don't carry on like you're a 3-year-old, because that's just going to get you treated as such. And it's not the fact that we're supporting the thing. Like, we're not going out and saying, oh, Fallout 76 is good because, you know, Todd Howard has innovated it. Oh, fuck no. I mean, I am disappointed in Fallout 76. I mean, like, there was so much you could do. Like, they promised, like, you could do so much. You know, you got online play. You could do whatever the fuck you wanted. You know, you had the other things. Problem is, though, is they executed it poorly. I've got friends who don't play it anymore, and like it's down to the fact that, you know, oh hey, it's just because the game gets boring fast. I mean, you basically do everything in the game in the first 20 minutes. It has a good story. I have really enjoyed its story. It's very unique. You know, you're playing, yes, albeit, you know, 25 years after the nuclear bombs have fallen, in an area that is divided by sections of how much radiation you've gotten in. But the other thing is that I absolutely love about 76 is its story. And I'm going to be taking 76, and I'm going to be discussing it in a moment. In a separate video. I'll probably play it as well. Oh, folks are home. Nice. So, you'll probably hear some talking as well. I don't really care. I'm streaming. But if you hear singing in the background, there's not much I can do about it. Mainly because I'm not able to move the place where I'm actually able to play Fallout 70, Fallout 4, and Fallout 3, and 2, and 12, and 76, and 184. Anyway, because, as I said, I don't have that much free reign. I don't own a house. I don't own the PlayStation playing myself. And I don't own anything that, you know, you'll see. Because that is just how shit goes, boy. Now, we are going to keep one shotgun on me because I do want to do shotgun build, and we're going to put the minigun in there as well. We're just going to put the ammo we don't need on there. In there. Again, I am sorry for background noise. I can't control it. Hello. I am streaming. So please try to keep the noise down. Ooh.
It's not a box.
I bet it's a thing.
Yeah, they can describe it quite nicely.
Sweet. Ugh, never put sights on a shotgun. We got our boomstick. Cool. Yes, I'd like to exit station. What else will I do while we're here? Of course, we got this. Just transfer everything over. Actually, I probably would have had some stuff to pick up. No. Okay. Oh, look, you can build a ship. You can build X, Y, Z. You can build bananas. What's up an ulcer on my tongue, which is not fun. Who the heck? Surgeons, the heck?
I want to trade a few things.
What's up?
What's up? I'm Sturgis. I'm a certified stalker.
Hey,
I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could...
yeah. I used to like it.
What do you mean?
I lived here.
Damn. You said...
Just my son.
Damn. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
Oh yeah, this is where you get the Minutemen quest. Unfortunately for me, it gets buggy here, so we are actually going to... Yeah, gravy train. Gravy!
Right?
And I hope you don't mind.
Ah, here we go.
I've had work. The only chance trouble is...
Mm-hmm. I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. But
That's useful for that, but we're actually going to be doing the main quest first, because I want to get the main quest over and done with, and then I'm going to be doing the... because I'm going to do this chronologically, so we're going to do the main quest. I'm going to side with the Brotherhood with this character, because fuck the Institute. I feel really sorry for you two. Yeah. We'll do Sturgis thing later. That's actually really useful, because, you know, hey, you know, you wake up, and it does explain the mechanics for it very, very well. The building mechanics, which I do actually have to say I quite enjoy, especially in a Fallout game. I actually think settlement building is something I do quite like, and I'm glad 76 has it. I absolutely love it. But anyway, I do want to talk a bit about my YouTube channel. Again, sorry about the background noise, not much I can do about it. For those of you who know, I do long periods of where I don't upload anything on my channel. Last upload was, of course, this, which I am streaming at the moment. And I've been more active on Twitch, as I said the other day, or yesterday. And that's just down to the fact that YouTube is starting to become a bit of like, why even bother? You're doing all this hard work, and you're doing stuff like this. I mean, hell, it's easy to stream on YouTube, and that's what I'm doing. But as I said, it's you do all this work, and you're getting basically nothing for it, and it's because of this. Again, I'm sorry for the background noise. And you're just getting all this work. You're doing all this work, and it's basically just not paying off. And there's like, oh, nice.
We put it on top of a shopping trolley.
Shopping trolleys are so useful.
We had
That they are. Ah,
hand over the goods.
gotta go help these people.
I ain't giving you poison shilling pen pushers anything.
Whoa,
Do you know what
easy
that
there,
junk has
Vault
done to my
girl.
boy?
This doesn't involve you.
You stop waving that gun in my...
Okay, just take it easy.
There is your keys.
What's going on?
That's just, I tried, Reese. Want to make some eat?
There he is.
I'll talk to her.
Appreciate it.
Hi.
I saw you in that poison cellar talking.
Ah, yes.
Look, you owe them...
All right, I'll pay. You hear that, Wolfgang? You'll get your damn money, but I better not catch you selling chems to my boy again.
Fine by me, Trudy. Your son's broke as shit anyhow.
All right, crisis is over. If you're here to trade, step up to the counter. We're open for business again. Lighter in the pot.
I've got a few minutes to brow.
It's
Don't
all
worry, I can make you rich again. Oh, you've got ammunition. Fudges. Love it. Love your ammunition. Like, I bet you she's probably going, what the hell? She's buying all the junk in the ammo. What else did I just buy? I brought the board. Don't need the board. That's all I've got equipped. I'll keep the Brahmin meat, because Brahmin meat. But I do want to buy all your junk, because I do have plans for it. But anyway, like I said, my YouTube channel's kind of, you know, like, a lot of people sit there and go, German Child's Revenge, please. And a lot of people have often gone, are you ever uploading? But long answer is yes, I do plan on uploading. I've got plans in motion for that.
Go wash my hands.
There you go. You're rich now. Really? You're gonna protect it? Okay, then whatever. But like I said, I've got some videos I've got planned to get in motion, but unfortunately my computer is throwing a hissy fit. I am actually in the process of having to go get a new one, so that's actually going to require me to get a job, which is also going to require me to be less active. Because I want to get a job so I can get a new PC, so I can get more content out. We've actually got to go in there later. That's the Corvaga plant. And as we're saying, like, it's a whole bunch of other slew of crap that I don't really want to get into at the moment. Because it's like, oh hey, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to do X, Y, Z, I've got to do da.
You on the Luna?
So,
I'm going you to laugh at my drink.
yeah. Well, good thing we get paid tonight.
Woo, 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 woo.
Anyway, so, what's the thing? Yeah, I've got videos planned and,
Woo, woo, woo.
oof. Well, that's like, so some of the videos that I want to get done is, I want to start getting Te Reo Maori, noticed more, as one will. So what I'm going to be hopefully trying and doing is taking popular internet songs like Build Up Our Machine, like by DA Games, Living Tombstone's Five Nights at Freddy's song. I don't have a shotgun on me. Songs that other people have already done, like covers of. That I think like would be very interesting to try to have a go at trying to do in Te Reo, especially in Te Reo Maori. There's a whole bunch of other fun things I want to do with that, so I've got some songs in the motions that I want to get done. But like I said, it is down to the fact that my computer's going to hissy fit, so yeah.
Not how I need it to, no.
There's no way with a bit of jiggery pokery.
Diagles. Again, mind the background noise. I found full of square. Do I want to help? I better go help Dance get them the thing, because if I don't, we won't be able to do the Brotherhood of Steel. We do need to do the Brotherhood of that part for the Brotherhood of Steel quest. Anyway, so that's one of the mini projects I've got planned, because mainly I want to start seeing Maori a bit more out there. And I mean, do it the fun way. Yeah. But that's also going to require me to, like, basically do a lot of translation, because whilst, yes, I could just go take the English lyrics, put it into Google Translate, and get it translated into Maori, a lot of that won't be correct. And frankly, I'd rather not piss off people. Especially Maori, because if you piss off a Maori bloke, you're gonna make an enemy for life. Well, for a while at least. Till you and him can sort it out over a pint. He probably still will hate you, it's just, I'd much rather do it correctly than, not do it, you know, and not offend anyone. Although, I'm the type of person who doesn't give a shit about that type of thing, and, yeah. So I'm gonna do fire support first. So, we can help out. Oh, you're alive. You are alive. Dead. Alive. Good. Evil. I'm the one with the gun. God, I love that movie. Haven't seen it in ages. I've got to go see it. The Evil Dead. Sir, stand down. Boom. Headshot. Jeez, I wonder where Paladin Dance and Co could be. Can't be that gunfire, can it? Yep. It's quite sad that Te Reo was actually not one. Man, it is one of the official languages of New Zealand, the other one being New Zealand Sign Language. Which I'm... We'll be honest, I don't know anything about New Zealand Sign Language. I've tried to learn it in the past. It's just I keep forgetting. And that's down on me because, you know, I suck. Like, I want to learn it so that I can, you know, keep him, you know, if I meet a deaf person, I'll be able to like, go, hey, how are you doing? But, yeah. There are a lot of ghouls. Oh, wait, no, I'm in Lexington, that's why there are a lot of ghouls. Lexington got hit heavy by radiation. Come here, little ghoul. I just terminated your life contract. Yeah, these raiders got thick. Boom, headshot.
This is the part of the job that I love.
Look at all this trash.
We appreciate the assistance, civilian. But what's your business here?
Pest exterminator.
Evading my questions is a short...
Right.
Are you from a local...
Do all these questions...
You make a fair point. If I appear since the moment... If you want to continue...
I'll continue to help.
Very... I'm pal... Over there.
Sure.
We're on recon duty.
Sir,
Proceed, Halen.
I've modified what we...
Yeah, it's like, you need to go get
No
the
time
thing.
to waste. Let's get moving.
Outstanding.
I'm just gonna loot all the ghouls, because they do have, like, like, they will have some of the most useful, materials in the game on them, which is
Halen,
awesome.
take Reese inside and find his wounds.
Yes, sir.
Reese, once you're on your feet, I want you to make certain the perimeter is secure.
I'm on it.
All right, civilian. It's time to prove your worth. Head into the police station and resupply yourself. Then let me know when you're ready to begin. Let's move out.
All right, big guy. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming.
So don't want to get fire support done, and then the next one, which is the whole, you know, you've got the whole thing. I will look at that later. Sweet, I am looking forward to tomorrow.
Paladin.
You ready to move out?
Ready.
Outstanding. Follow me.
Actually, I'm gonna save the game real quick because I want to do more. I think because I just got my other one working the other day, the other save that I said was corrupted. But yeah, so we're gonna pause her here. We are going to load up my other one, which is Daniel. Where the heck was he? Autosave. I think that was him there, I think. That's the autosave I think it is, because I was streaming it the other day. He's 178, yeah, that's right. There we go. The problem was, the game crashed on me. I went to reload my rifle, and I was running through an area, because something just crashed on me. Gauss rifle? What the heck was it doing? I was listening to classic radio. Yeah, because I know YouTube too damn well. There'll be copyright claims on that. A little bit of they'll be like, oh, you used this entire track. No, I didn't. I kind of wish you could like put on PlayStation, like when you're warning people, like, oh hey, by the way, any music. Oh, I could just say it now actually. Any music that you hear in this game is not in fact tied to anything I own. Any music that is used in this game is owned by Bethesda. I have no claims to any of the music used in this stream. Or in any other stream. So we'll keep Katusha off to the side for now, because I want to finish the... I want to get this quest done, then I want to start doing the main quest with Daniel here. Because Daniel, I want to 100% the... Want to basically do all the major quests and such. Okay, go look for an area. I know what we're looking for. They are shooting at me. I know what we're looking for. There. Yeah, what sanctuary missing defenses? Really? Beds. That's weird. I remember putting beds down for sanctuary hills.
Ambushed on the road. We're outnumbered 5 to 1. Morrow, report. Force down to 5%. We'll have to scuttle the armor. We can't let them have it. Fire him!
It's fused solid.
Damn it! Aspen set the self-destruct. Ferris, fall back. We'll head for the old military base, then try to make it to our holdout. The code will be our call sign. All right, move, move, move!
Which is funny, because if you've got a companion on this, they'll be, no, yeah, they'll mention it, but I'm at the moment just gonna try and do the whole thing. What do we got? Nothing on the YouTubes. Ah, great. Like, there is a security... There's a security bot. Which is weird that the military grade hardware doesn't recognize you because you do play. You are. I know where each person is. Like Varham's in the blown out building. The chick is in a room. I know which room, because it's this way. So I've got robot on, armor on. Because that was the best armor I had. Katusha will probably just stick with leather.
Terra Aslan, Brotherhood of Steel, Recon Team 429 Alpha, serial number 3431. It's been 3 hours since I set my distress pulsar. There's been no word from the Paladin or Ferris. Their objective was a satellite array on the coast. They may be out of range. My orders were to hold this position at all costs. The entire site has been overrun. The door won't last much longer. Paladin Brandis, sir. It's been an honor, sir.
It's raining for a moment. Oh no! If it starts raining, that's it. The stream is over. Because unfortunately, the weather is a biatch. Right to the Water Helgen array. And I thought I'd talk a bit about some of the fuller characters I've made. Mainly just some of the ones that I've got a story coming for. The thing you need to remember about the characters that you're about to hear is that certain things had to be met. Thank you very much. Down, boy. So we'll be talking about it in a moment.
Human is friend. Follow my orders. I'm done with you.
I'm done with you. Again, if you hear any background noise, I'm sorry, there's so much activity about it. Yeah, got a... It was time code. Anyway, like I said, I've got some characters I do want to talk about. First of all, we're going to kick this list off with... Paladin of Sentinel Duncan and Sentinel Yuka. These two are my two Fallout 3 characters. And their story is... growing up in the Wasteland, where we need to... left them both quite badly here. Duncan grew up in Washington, D.C. From a father and a mother who didn't basically love each other. His father was a mercenary, and his mum was addicted to Jet, which pissed his father off. And unfortunately for Duncan, his life would go down the drain. As unfortunately, his mother, during one quite badly heated argument, Duncan's father struck and killed Duncan's mother. To which Duncan really, whenever he's asked about it, didn't really give a shit. About it, because really, as he states, his parents were pieces of weren't even worth it, and probably would have most likely gotten killed by the Brotherhood of Steel. Just wait a moment while they describe.
This is Ferris. It's been 2 hours since the paladin left. My leg. I can't staunch the bleeding. The bullet must have hit an artery. Brandis. If you get this, I hope you made it back to Aslan in time. There's nothing you can do for me.
No.
Get to the bunker up north. You will survive. That's all that matters.
So anyway, as we're saying, we'll focus on Duncan for the moment. Now, Duncan learned of the Brotherhood of Steel when they went through his area, which was on the way to, the Citadel. They were the last group, Duncan's family were the last people to live near the former Pentagon area. For Pentagon, because they had a house there. And for Duncan, that was something that was really awesome, because, he'd often play with the robots, tinker around with the robots, which he loved doing. Unfortunately for Duncan, when the Brotherhood of Steel came in, he wasn't allowed to be there anymore. But he asked to join, and they at first denied him, and then they accepted him because they needed more numbers. And he worked his way from Squire all the way to being a Paladin, which he was really, really happy about. Well, anyway, as Duncan's training continued on, he was out one day and witnessed a rather gut-wrenching sight. A super mutant, a behemoth, and a Yagwai Alpha were attacking a injured Deathclaw, which caused Duncan to basically to intervene. And after dealing with it, the Deathclaw, who fully knew she wasn't going to live, presented an egg and died. So Duncan took the egg and essentially raised it. When the Deathclaw came out, well, there was a Deathclaw that thought Duncan was his mother. He named it Death, and eventually, for Duncan, he would give him, scraps of armor and stuff like that, turning him into a very nasty killing machine. But other people were able to train on Deaths to effectively take out Death Claws. And they'd use paint bullets, which Deaths really did dislike. He absolutely hated paint bullets, because people would always shoot him in the eyes. Unfortunately, that resulted in him going blind in one eye. Which also then resulted in him which resulted in deaths to, after being given an advisor, was able to, not have to worry about paint. Around this time, Duncan met the Lone Wanderer, who was very nice. Now, unfortunately for Duncan, he wouldn't be able to help the Lone Wanderer with much after many things. He would be sent on a mission with Yuka. They would be investigating an outcast thing. A form of outcasting, because this is after you've gone and done Anchorage, Operation Anchorage. Well, anyway, as unluck would have it, a bandit group had moved into the area. And it started taking some of the outcast armor. Now, I'm going to stop for a moment here because I do need to talk a bit about the other lady. There. Yuka. Yuka grew up on the East Coast, and she was a part of Elder Lion's group right from the get-go. She was a young squire when she was assigned at the request of her parents, because they didn't want her to be in the East, especially with the NCR being quite close. Paralyzed. And anyway, like, as things were bad because of the NCR, a lot of people often were like going, I want to get that out there, but Yuka was accepted on because, well, Yuka's father was a council member of the Brotherhood of Steel. And if the name hasn't tipped you off yet, she is based off of the Toho character of the same name. This is just down to the fact that her mother found the name and liked it for her daughter, so there you go. When Yuka arrived in the capital wasteland alongside the others, she had already been up. She'd managed to progress quite far through from being a recruit to being a squire, from a squire to a knight. And she was effective. It was a death claw fighting a Milo queen. Whoever wins will kill the winner. Looks like the death claw will win. you for doing all the hard work, Mr. Deathclaw. Loot all your shit. Anyway, so yes, with...
Yeah, just tangle up the cables and things.
With that being basically done, Yuka found a strange fascination with Duncan. And when Duncan was raising deaths, often helped him. Yuka would eventually be ranked up to Paladin, via the events of it. Whilst Duncan was still a knight during Fallout 3, Yuka was not. Yuka was a full Paladin. And had Duncan assigned to her, which she didn't mind.
What do you reckon, love?
Hey?
What do you reckon?
Pretty good. I need to find a skillet. I have to acquire a split-tip screwdriver. I don't have
I've got a couple in the
I'll blow your
in my toolkits, love.
Who are you? Who sent you?
Toolkit?
How did you get in here?
Oh, hold on.
Easy.
Come here, love.
I'm with the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood? No, I can't.
Yeah, it's fine.
They're too far away.
Here, I'll hold it out for us.
Living room?
Would they? Let's say.
No, I gotta go to the loo.
I should flatten the boxes I've got in here that are empty. Thank you. So that makes
You're
it less
Paladin
crowded.
Brandis?
I asked you a question. Why are you
It's
here?
all because
Why are you here?
I followed the distress beacons left by your team. Their holotapes led me here.
The others? What happened to them?
They're dead, Paladin. I recovered their tags.
You sure? I tried to go back for them, you know. There was nothing I could do, not alone, but I'd hoped. You've been through a lot to find me. I've collected a lot over the years. Technology.
The Brotherhood needs you, Paladin. No one knows the Commonwealth better than you.
I've been here too long.
The Brotherhood will honor the memory of your team.
Unless I go back there. All right, I'll, thank you.
Well, anyway, during the events of Broken Steel, Yuka and Duncan are actually outside of Brotherhood jurisdiction. They are part of the first team that is sent to the Commonwealth, and when they return, they have been given a lot of loot, you know, from what they managed to find. After the disappearance of Paladin Brandis' team, Duncan and Yuka were assigned to the Predwood, a take on the Brotherhood of Steel Zeppelins that they used, and whatnot. As Duncan and Yuka eventually got more and more intimate, after the events of Fallout 3 and the Lone Wanderer leaves a year later, Duncan and Yuka are wedded and married. Duncan achieving full colonel stuff. After the death of Elder Maxim and Sarah of Elder Lyons, Elder Max Lyons or Edward Lyons, one of the two, and the death of Sarah Lyons, Duncan was in line to become the next Paladin, head of the chapter, next Elder, but agreed to turn it over to Maxim. Which he actually came to regret due to how Maxim treated everything. Duncan often states to the sole survivor that there are days he even wakes up to
That didn't work, lovey.
to
No, it's not a cross-shaped screw. It's a diamond-shaped screw. Okay, that'd be good.
You're back. Any
Yep.
word on the patrol?
I've completed my investigation into the missing recon team. Paladin Brandis was the only survivor.
That guy have it, yep.
Old codger could live through anything.
I convinced him to return to the Brotherhood.
Well done. It might be some time before he's fit for duty again, but we can use all the help we can get. Is there anything else we need to discuss?
Do you want their holotapes?
Yes, I'll take them. If we make it back, I'll see that the tapes are delivered to their next of kin.
How will the Brotherhood remember them?
They faced their mission with courage. They fought with honor against That is what it means.
That's all.
All right. Under the circumstances, this was no...
And before we end the stream, we're going to go help one of our settlements, because Sunshine Raiding has just been said, we're being raided! Use the other thing. Anyway, get back to it. By the events of Fallout 4, when their arrival, you encounter Duncan actually having a very light-hearted discussion about synths with with the Knight. The Knight is saying that they are disgusting. If you have Nick Valentine with you, Duncan will say this, and synths are nothing like us. I don't agree with Maxon about killing them all. In fact, if I see a synth, I'm probably going to ask whether or not he will shoot me. And if he shoots me, I'll shoot him. If not, I will give him the free pass. You shouldn't be speaking. Why not? Synths haven't done anything wrong to remove me. They're not the atomic bomb. The Enclave. They're just poor bastards who got caught in the middle of this. To which Valentine will say, huh, a Brotherhood soldier who actually thinks for once. Yeah, I know. Shocking, isn't it? Side, because I need to find where I've got my robots. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, as the Soul Survivor is introduced to Duncan, Paladin Dance actually will be the one to warn you about him, stating the following. Whilst Duncan does have a bit of a light heart, and it's weird for a Brotherhood member, he's actually probably one of the more stricter ones, which catches a lot of people off guard, especially Valentine. When the player first meets Duncan, they are very, very cautious around him, fearing that he may snap at them. Duncan, however, just smiles and nods. Often laughing. Which often does catch a lot of people off guard because, well, he's a Brotherhood of Steel member. When it comes out that Duncan really doesn't give a shit about what Maxon thinks, he actually states something that a lot of Brotherhood members don't share. Quote, a lot of people often go, oh, hey, I shouldn't say anything about our elder. Our elder doesn't listen. If he does, I don't care because I outrank him tenfold. Which does catch a lot of people off guard, even Paladin Dance, because, well, he's only known Duncan as no. Okay. They may be up here too. So what games are you looking for? rip Mass Effect Troubler. I mean, we haven't played it, though.
I know, like,
Yeah, no, keep it. I'm not saying you're not.
Borderlands online?
Yep. And Borderlands 3.
I can't help you on the doors of the Borderlands games.
You enjoy them.
Oh, wait, did you want Cybertron?
Anyway, getting back to finishing up with the story here. Well, anyway, throughout the game, you find Duncan because he will be assigned to you as a.
This unit is currently
you'll find out that he's married, and
Do you wish to enable this unit's personality subroutine?
it really does confuse you because you're like,
That would be great.
Acknowledged. A pleasure
Very
to
true.
see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
Actually, I'll be back later.
Very well, sir.
which really does piss off a lot of people. But when Automaxon, during Dance's whole thing, it's later found out that through something that you find out that Duncan actually is one of the many people scolding Automaxon. She's busy.
No problem.
Construct, I need you to do some farming, my dude. Anyway, as I was saying, so with that being stated, you'd think it'd be quite easy for you'd think Automaxon would listen to his chief advisor. No, it is later found out that through dialogue with, if you have both Piper and or Duncan present with Piper, and if you have Yuka present, that Duncan actually is full on yelling at Automaxon that he's an idiot. And even does something that a lot of people never thought Duncan would, is threatening to even remove him from position, taking back his position. What that means is Duncan is threatening to remove him as Elder, which Automaxon then says, I will have you arrested for insubordination, soldier. To which Duncan then replies with going, and I will have my Deathclaw rip you to shreds. You may have been lucky to survive the first one, but Death's? You and I both know he would rip you to shreds. Which catches everyone off guard, but the fact that Duncan would even threaten to use Death. It's later found out that when investigated upon by Piper, if you get the ending where Automaxon backs off, whether or not Duncan would have used Deaths, Duncan stated that at this point in time he probably would have, because Deaths is far too, well, the Automaxon's pushing it far too much, and it is starting to wane on the Brotherhood of Steel. Now, what you need next is if you side with the Institute and blow up the Brotherhood of Steel, this will happen 3 days later. You'll get a notification from your radio that something's going down, from any radio in the game, that something is going down in Sanctuary. The main HQ for you. After you've blown up with either the Institute or the Railroad, it does have two different things, but they're relatively the same. You'll go back. You'll be requested to go back. Upon there, you'll see a Brotherhood of Steel vertibird and several angry members, including Duncan, who is very noticeable because he's wearing XO2 armor in Brotherhood of Steel colors. Duncan's squad, which will be a lot of people wearing former Enclave armor, which includes Hellfire and XO2, standing there with guns drawn, aiming at the settlement, and many of the settlers with guns aimed at these members. To which then, upon seeing you, Duncan will say, "How dare you?" This will catch a lot of people off guard because you know, yeah, Thor. As you're busy, you know, minding your own business, you'll kind of confused. You're like, "What? What do you mean?" To which Duncan then will smack you. Well, won't. He'll yell at you. Yeah, and he yells, "How fucking dare you!" So as you're unable to do much, as Duncan is full on blown, like straight over the top, yelling at you, you get picked from it that basically Duncan is angry at you for destroying the Treadwin, which had his wife on it. If you side with the railroad, he'll go, "You synth fuckers." But if you side with the Institute, you enslaving fucks.
That seems to be working alright for him. Yeah. And I don't care what Thingy thinks. Haley.
Ignore background noise.
Up to a point, neither do I.
He
Why
has...
did you put that box up on the chair?
Because it was in the bloody way last night and I kept falling over it.
Right, we'll find Diamond City and then God damn it. Really? Just got here. Ah, fudge it. We'll save and quit. We'll save in here and we'll tomorrow. So I'll continue on with things later. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, hey, welcome to the stream. You're unfortunately catching the end of it. I'll catch you later, folks. I'm done. I'm at the moment needing to go take a break. So I'll catch you later. Bye.